Zamzango, here's Merc coming at you with another video on the NetMerc channel. Here we are for our first graphics tutorial. Alright, here we are for the tutorial. So we're going to be making a thumbnail, Photoshop 2014 CC. Let's do this. So, Control N or Command N depending on what you're doing. We're going to see this pop up. Now, a lot of people will want to do 1280 by 720, but I'm going to tell you different. I like to do Ultimate HD, so I do 1920 by 1080. So that's the highest resolution I believe YouTube can go up to, and I usually like to set this to 300 just to make sure everything is all nice. Make sure this is pixels, not inches or centimeters or anything like that, and the rest is the same as follows. You can save a preset, which is what I do. I have YouTube, and it has all the stuff right there, and press OK. Here we are. We're gonna throw that in, that way it's here, and yeah, let's zoom out. So here is our thumbnail. So let's just pretend we're making a thumbnail for this video. Alright, this is a video. Let's just pretend we're making a thumbnail for this video. I'll actually use the thumbnail. Alright, so basically what I would do is I would get a picture from the video. So let's just say a picture of Photoshop, because that's what we have so far. So I'm going to take the picture of Photoshop, and let's say if this was a gaming video, if this was a music video, what you're going to want to do is, well, this is my style of doing it. Anyway, there's lots of other styles. You can have your own style, whatever, but this is what I do. So I'll take a picture of the video at some random point, usually in the middle, somewhere around there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to blur it out. Now you're going to see how this is actually going to help. So we're going to go into blur, and we're going to go into Gaussian blur. Now, it depends on what you're doing, but you want it to be seen, but not too much, alright? So, boom, right now I'm using 8.2 pixels, and there you go. So now the reason for the Gaussian blur is to make everything else pop out. So let's just say, we're going to put the title of this video. So we're going to put, let's just say, actually, I'm going to take the logo, since I already made the logo. I made that in Cinema 4D. I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make text in Cinema 4D. That'll be another tutorial. But I have here it is. It should be in this folder. GFX team. Where are you, little GFX team? There it is. Alright, so basically I have this logo. I'm just gonna drop that in. You probably don't have a logo. You might. I mean, this isn't a logo for your channel. I'm not suggesting that. I'm just for the series, a logo for the series. So I'm gonna throw that in. I'm gonna make it a little bit smaller. Give it a little curve, just like that. Alright, and now I'm going to double click it, or there's another way you can also do this. You can just right click it in blending options. And I like to add a drop shadow and an outer glow to most things I add up here. That way it's easy to see if like it's a black background, usually like if it's mostly black. What you're going to want to do is in outer glow make it white, and then it'll still stand out. So here is what I would do. I'd put it in. And then let's just say this is episode number 1 of the tutorials. So I'd put number 1. I'd have a nice font. Not sure what font I'll actually use for this, but one of my favorite fonts is Toonish. Now you can download this on DaFont or anywhere else. I see the hashtag or number sign or pound sign, depending on what you want to call it, did not go with it. So I'm gonna find another one. Let's see, does this one have it? Yeah, it does. So now I'm gonna lower it down so that it goes with the text. Just there you go. And boom, there is our number. So what I'm gonna do is, since it's black and it's really boring, I'm gonna double click it again, get into the blending options, and we're gonna go to gradient overlay, and I have a gradient actually set. I like to have the white and slight gray. I want the gray usually on the bottom, but I also have blue, red, whatever you want to use. It's completely up to you. Again, outer glow, drop shadow, and boom, it stands out. There you go. There's the one. We got our GFX team. Now I'm also going to put what this is. So, how? I'm going to make this in my Toonish font. So, how to, colon. I'm going to make that one thing, alright? I'm going to resize it. And throw it there. And then I'm going to press Control J. Now that's going to make a second layer, as you can see over here. I'm going to move it down by holding Shift to make sure it stays down perfectly. and then I'm gonna edit the text. So how to make a thumbnail. Now that's not really fitting, but that's fine. We'll just take how to and how to make a thumbnail, move it over a bit, and boom. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna add the effects once again. We're gonna go into gradient. We're gonna have a nice gradient. I believe I'm still gonna use the white and gray. And again, right here, if we just use the white and gray, you wouldn't be able to really see it. So drop shadow helps, and outer glow makes a big difference. So I'm gonna add that. And now what we're gonna want to do is take the same effects and just throw it onto this one as well, because I want it to look like that. Okay, and there you go. NetMerc GFX theme, how to make a thumbnail. Now, if you notice, we can see the banner, not the banner, the background is Gaussian blurred. Now, let's just make an instance where it's not, and you'll see the difference, because it really does make a difference. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make this the same size, alright, around the same size, and boom. Okay, so you see this right here. The Gaussian blur will allow it to make what you want to stand out. So when this is here, it kind of blends in a bit and it gets confusing. So let's just say you're making a gaming video. What you want to do is you want to blur the gaming, and like maybe if there's a specific part that you want to keep, you might want to use the lasso tool, the magic wand tool, or maybe the pen tool to take that one part out that you want, and then you will keep that as not Gaussian blurred, but then Gaussian blurred the rest. So there you have it. That is how I make my thumbnails for all the NetMerc videos, all my Mercanthony videos, and MercGraphics videos. So if you like this tutorial, be sure to leave a like, comment down below other tutorials that you would like, because I'm planning to make many, many more. And that is the end. Merc out!